So me and Crysten just touched down from the airport home from LA to produce my first play, The Dating Game, in the Del Mar Loop. So I'm just out driving today, like seeing, the strip we're going to be performing on. It's been a minute.
You know, we have the multi-talented, I bet you can skate too, Miss Chrys Yvette here in the studio. I'm so excited to have you, Chrys. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cassandra. I'm happy to see you again. And yes, I was a roller at Saints.
Oh, see, Kelly, another roller skater.
Yeah.
Chrys, we met a couple years ago when you were in town with your play, The Dating Game,
Yes.
which, Kelly, is a phenomenal play. So I go there, I was doing an MC, and I'll let you talk a little bit about that. But I went with expectations, of course, blown out of the water.
Really?
As a matter of fact, Chrys invited me to want to introduce the show one day. I think it was 4 Days of Red. I said, can I come back and introduce it every day? Wonderful! I'm Cassandra Walker, host of Best of the STL on STL television here in St. Louis. And I'm just honored that Chrys Yvette asked me to introduce her show on opening night. And what a beautiful crowd we had. Did you guys think you were going to the Oprah show? You guys look good. Chrys Yvette is returning to the stage in St. Louis with the performance of The Dating Game, which you're here for tonight. And remarkably, folks, this is her 25th anniversary performing on stage. And I think she's only about 26, 27. So imagine that.
The Dating Game is a play that I wrote actually when I had gone through like probably the most trying time, I should say, of ending a relationship. And I wrote this play full of laughter. Basically, it was a healing process from a proverb about laughter making a heart merry. And I wrote this show coming out of that relationship, and I decided that since I was going through so much pain that it would probably be good to see, how entertaining it could be to talk about it on stage. And come to find out, once I debuted the show in Los Angeles, there were so many other people, including the cast, who could relate to what I was saying.
This is gonna be too much fun. I don't even know what this is gonna look like when the show opens. I want this to be straight through, with no intermission. I think an hour 30. It's 12:30, so it should be right at where we want it. An hour and 15 minutes, which is why the comedic timing was so important, because you can snap right through the scenes and we don't have the people waiting, so we don't have to do an intermission because you guys are bomb.
Happy birthday!
I told him, doctor. So how long have you been practicing, huh?
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. You must be new to my group.
I'm a regular.
Oh. Well, I usually recognize all my clients, but nonetheless, welcome. I will put these in some water.
Dr. Mosley,
Yes.
cut the actor line, because we all know who you really are.
So let me ask you, so we go back just a little bit to where Steve Harvey, I guess gave you that chance and took you in. How does something like that happen? How did he get to know about you? What did you do that made this door open up for you?
I think it's all about who you know in California, and I just happened to be at the right place at the right time and met him. And in that, he was keyed in on actually what it is that I do for a living. I think he thought it was pretty interesting, just being a young female doing what most men are doing in this business.
Okay.
Which is playwright, producer, director, and actress.
Who do you see yourself after?
I would have to say Whoopi Goldberg.
And you know what, it's funny you would say that too, Chrys, because in The Dating Game, which I guess you give the premise and you wrote that, but she can write for women, for men's roles. And sometimes people can write from a woman's perspective, maybe if they're a woman, but not all the characters. And the comedic timing was right on point. And then she had the different cultures. So you had the blacks, then you had the white, and that monologue with the one white girl that was dating. Oh, Kelly, you would be on the floor laughing. And then Chrys Yvette herself has a starring role. It's not like she just walks by and says hi. You know how Stan Lee with the Marvel comic books is all in all the Spider-Man, he just kind of is a cameo role. She's in there, and you're glued to her the minute she walks out. And tell about your role, and I mean, I was just blown away.
Thank you so
It's
much.
wonderful.
That character escaped from an insane asylum. And she just
You didn't write that for me.
And she took over a psychiatrist's office. You know, someone just happened to come in to get treatment while she was there sleeping, really. She just treats the patients. Rita was the character.
Oh, man.
I've had it with relationships. Honest communication is top priority for me. I want a woman who volunteers information. Someone who can see the truth and tell it like it is while communicating with kindness.
Yes.
Communicating without being too critical seems to be a rare quality in women these days.
Yes. Ben, sometimes women think men want them to be superficial, to never speak up about their needs or their wants for fear of being too needy. You know, they fear being rejected.
You know, Doc, I like your style. Why aren't you married?
I was. Until he cheated on me with his assistant.
Typical.
Yes. Let's just say it's amazing what relief comes when you let go of someone. Just make sure it's not too close to the edge of the cliff.
What's your name? Beautiful.
My name is Candy.
Candy. And you had a problem with prisons.
Dr. Mosley, are you in there?
No.
That is her, honey. Come on.
That's what you got us come see.
Ah, yes. I was awaiting your arrival. How may I help you?
Like St. Louis gave me so much love. 4 sold out shows. Now I have to get back on the plane, go back to LA, make sure I have another script, do it all over again. But I'll be back.
It's going down.
One thing I can always count on when I work hard and go hard in the paint is my husband and my daughter making sure that they cover me and take care of me and get me to the beach. This is how I replenish. Like, I just always feel like God is waiting for me right by the ocean. Like, come sit and rest with me and I'll give you what you need to keep going. And every morning is something refreshed and renewed about my gift, and I can't breathe without using my gift. I'm one of those people. So I write by the ocean. I think by the ocean. I get love and support by the ocean from my family. We just sit there and just be. And I'm so grateful and appreciative that they're taking this ride with me unconditionally.
So I like the fact that you're using all your talents. Kelly and I talk about that a lot. When you have several areas that you feel you're gifted in, sometimes people think, okay, you're just, burning the candle at both ends. But you're not, or you hope you're not, and you do a good job at that, Chrys, because you promote, you direct, you star in, and then you also have to market your show. So tell us your production. So tell us what's coming up right now and why you're on our show today.
Okay, well, that play, The Dating Game you're talking about, I changed the name for the movie to Happy Hour. And I did that so it wouldn't be confusing, like when she thought, The Dating Game, so
That's true.
I thought about how would I make a transition for the insane character Rita that was the psychiatrist in the play. So I had to come up with something, and I decided to put her in a lounge. And she's counseling people from behind the bar. And she owns it. And the publicist we hired in St. Louis actually told me, Chrys, when you get to the set, Channel 5's going to be there. They're going to come to you because they know you're in the middle of shooting, and they want to do an interview for the 5 o'clock news. And I was like, what?
Are you ready? Quiet on the set. Cameras rolling.
Action!
See, 1 minute we cool, next minute we not. 1 minute you love me, you telling me don't stop. We don't do a whole bunch of arguing. 85% still partying. The other 15 still tripping on. And you be mad when no other women getting on. And I can tell you don't like when I be leaving town. Probably cause you know it's about to go down. Nobody take a bath for me to slow down. You say that I was driving, especially when you go down. Could it be bad at all?
of
them
them
in
in?
the ring, and then we
I
can get
can't
the,
hear
Yeah, just give us.
you gotta
Take
get the
them
shot of them in the ring, and then we gotta get the shot of them shooting back towards the crowd.
Okay, so what you want them to do?
Right on the
Stay
side.
there. Stay there.
Now do the same thing.
Oh, back out again, Murphy and Kiwan. That was hot. We get ready to do another shot.
Sisters out there, sisters out there, is independent. Stay independent.
Movie stars Guy Torrey, who's also from here.
Yes.
And a couple of other Los Angeles actors, comedian Dannon Green and producer and actor Trey Ireland. They all came home to help me make it happen from Los Angeles. And then after that, I cast completely local talent. And they were all stellar people, some from the play, The Dating Game, and others I found randomly, you know, with my casting process. What made you want to do this?
You know, she's seen me perform a couple of times. I told her that I had, you know, a little bit of experience in acting. I did a couple of stage plays over the past couple of years, and you know, she said that she had a part for me.
Who's this beautiful lady that you're with?
Oh, this is my daughter Joy. She is the head still photographer in the window.
Oh man.
Can you say something?
I don't know what to say. Instagram. And because you know I pretty much am a very hands-on person with my vision, I have to have the funds to do, you know, to keep that.
Right.
Otherwise, it's kind of sell it and let people do whatever they want, and that's kind of not what I want to do.
So if the psychiatrist talking to you right now, they'd say you might be just a little possessive.
Right. Protective, possessive. You need to let it go.
Yeah,
Make some money, girl. You know.
My investor TJ is here. Yay!
How exciting.
I'm so excited, so proud of you. It's a family effort. She has her brother involved, her sisters, her mom, her daughter, everybody's involved in it.
Well, then they don't have to come back to you later for money, because you know how family can be.
But anyway, I really want to acknowledge my crew. It consists of my family, but when they're working, they're working. They are not my family. They will tell me to get where I need to get and do what I got to do, just like the next person. And the crew that is in the building, and Marcus, you are part of the family, but if the crew can please come up here. Ma, you like the, you gonna play like you don't run everything?
I was just sitting here, standing and sitting, thinking about how she tricked me into this job. Although I'm happy to do it, but she tricked me. Just like she tricked me, I'm gonna just tell all. She tricked me. She tricked me and her dad. We didn't know she was majoring in theater.
All right.
She was not majoring in theater when she went off to college. She left St. Louis, left UMSL, went to Clark Atlanta University as a journalism major. Then she wrote us back after the first semester and said, I changed my major to theater. And I said, why would you do that? That was when she told me that she was an actress and a writer. She acted in high school, but I didn't know it. Her teacher told. So all of this has been a trick mentality against me. It's all against me. So anyway, happy birthday. I do love you, and I do love working for Chrys Yvette Productions. I really do. Although it is a hard job because you're working for your daughter. That's hard because you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do it right. But you also gotta do it for your daughter. All of us actually work for her. She won't say that because, being honest, that's not how she sees it. But we really are working for her. She's working for the Lord, and we're working for her. So that's how it is. But it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and run on to see what the end's gonna be.
But I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna say this. You know, I believe destiny is definitely ordained. Even, you know, when my sister was younger, you know, I've always been there to help. You know, that was just the role I had taken on. And never, you know, I'm gonna say this, if you're working with family, if you're working with friends, if you whatever, never, ever, ever take for granted your place in their life, because you never know where, you know, you're gonna be in time. I never grew up, you know, being jealous or anything like that. Once you know somebody has a gift, what you do is you help them with your gift and you help them. You know, your gift helps them. So that's, you know, my purpose in life is to help somebody with a gift. And it just so happened at this point, you all get to experience it from my sister. And God has put you in their lives. Take what is supposed to be and take it to the next level.
Thank you. I love you. You and I have been talking about this for a year. Why you brought me in on the last week? But I love you. And I need you to know I forgive you for that. I really do. Happy birthday, babe. You know, we talk every day, so we can. Okay. And I don't talk like them, but anyway.
Thank you.
Everybody get you a coat.
That's right. It's on. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I love my sister to death. She's my heart. All of them are my heart. And I'm going to tell you a secret.
Do we know?
I'm the reason for her success. This is like just a heart to heart to family. I've been working for Chrys Yvette Productions since she was small. I'm gonna tell you how it started. Chrys was into things in high school like dance groups and every talent show, pom-pom routine deals. And how I got involved was she would see me fiddling around doing my music thing and always doing stuff with music. And I'm generalizing. But she would be looking, and I now know she was just figuring out how can I incorporate that into my next show at school.
I tell you, Kelly, it is going to be successful.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Let me tell you, rub Chrys Yvette's hand because she is getting ready. That star is getting ready to shine. Kelly, we're meeting her right now. She's being introduced on our show. Well, she's been introduced before, but on our show, in terms of the airways, 1380 The Woman, because we're going to be interviewing the future Spike Lees of the world. I'm telling you, because that's the kind of talent she has. I'm just not just saying that. If Sweetie 1 and 2 can concur, then I'm just saying for real because. Chrys, I've said that before, you are just starting, and once you hit the big screen, I believe you're going to take off like a Tyler Perry type of story where people didn't really know much, and then all of a sudden, boom.
It's always great energy, great talent. I always get a great turnout at my casting calls. Talent just comes and, you know, bring everything I wrote to life. I just love coming home to find talent. LA is awesome, but I know I got a talent pool here like no other. Because they always give it all they got. And I love that. It's good to be home.
Move your body and be free with it. Move your body and be free with it. Move your body and be free with it. Move your body and be free with it.